Şunun verdiği emri duyan kimdir? Yüksek sesle kameraya söyle. Ne diye emir verdi bu?
At an army barracks in Ankara, a furious policeman interrogates soldiers who took part in the coup attempt. What did he order you to do, one is asked. He ordered all tanks to shoot at the people. Fixing on the officer who gave the order, the interrogator mocks him. You're a general, right? While pistol whipping and kicking him. The soldiers are denounced as Gulenist dogs, followers of an exiled cleric blamed for the coup. As thousands have been arrested, accused of being members of that secret network, relatives come to places like Ankara's police station, trying to get news of loved ones.
We
don't know why they have detained him. We don't know what he's been charged with. We can't see him here or at the courthouse. My son is just a private.
Quickly, though, vocal supporters of President Erdogan appeared, denouncing the coup plotters. You can feel the divisions between people playing themselves out, even in that little crowd we've just talked to. Some backing the AKP and the police, others talking about their loved ones who are locked up inside there. It's a very tense mood, and we've been told not to stay too long here. As the purge against members of the Gulenist network spreads wider, the judiciary, schools and media have all been affected. This is the Ankara bureau of Can Erzincan TV. The network's been shut down. Urteli is quite open that he and his channel are loyal to exiled cleric Fethullah Gulen, but he says he didn't back the coup. Now he's been fired, he's got no idea who will employ him.
I have worked at Gulenist TV stations and Gulenist newspapers, but I've also worked across the media. I'm a journalist. Present the evidence the Gulenists were involved, present it in court, or order a parliamentary investigation.
On the night of the coup, Ahmet Berat Çonkar, an MP in President Erdogan's AK party, loaded his pistol and headed for Parliament, knowing he might lose his life.
And at that time, a Cobra helicopter started to fire on us. And then, of course, we ran for safety. In this garden, I spent about 10 minutes escaping from this helicopter fire.
By bombing Parliament and then failing in their coup, the plotters empowered the government to embark on a wide-reaching purge of Gülen movement supporters.
This gang that we are trying to tell to the world for the last 3 years. And unfortunately, we were not able to convince many of our partners regarding the threat coming from this cult, from this terrorist gang, which is settled inside the Turkish institutions.
How did the Gülen movement become so deeply embedded in Turkish society? For years, its founder backed Mr. Erdogan and his party. They rallied support and in return got thousands of teaching, legal and military jobs for Gülenists. A few years ago, Gülen and Erdogan split acrimoniously. The movement went underground. And since Gülen followers hardly carry membership cards, the current purge is bound to hit all sorts of people.
There will be a major witch hunt. This will happen in every government department, in every ministry, in the army, in the civil service, in the courts. It will go on. If there's the tiniest suspicion around anyone, they will be fired and investigated.
As those arrested are processed, the tensions in Turkey are still palpable. 43 members of the military allegedly involved in the coup have been brought to the Central Court today. And while the government says it's confident the trouble is over, they're not taking any chances. They've got a water cannon here in case, presumably, of crowd disturbances. And they've also brought dozens of armed police inside those buses. And that reflects the fact that in Ankara in recent days, there have been some gun battles between coup sympathisers and the police. With hundreds of thousands of Gülen supporters, the current government campaign can be expected to continue and to embroil Turkey and America in a deep row.
This person who is the chief of this gang is running this organization from the United States. So reasonably, we are saying that these people, this gang, has international collections, international support. And when we look at where he's based and what he's doing there, the United States should be able to provide us with all the information what this guy is doing.
As Turkey prepares its formal extradition request for Gulen abroad and prosecutes his sympathisers at home, the aftershocks continue. Faced with the spectacular treason of the coup, many Turks favour rooting out those held responsible.